Well, planning for that special day can happen a year and a half in advance. And making sure everything is just right is so key. And that's what today's show is all about, is planning your wedding day. You don't want to miss 1 minute of today's show. All types of video for weddings out there, but if you want a quality job, something that looks like cinema, something that looks like it's from the film industry, we met a husband and wife team that just moved back here from LA. You're not going to believe what kinds of things they do for your wedding. We had an opportunity to talk to Megan and Richard. You're back in Columbus, so give us a little of the history.
Right, so we spent 6 years in Los Angeles working in the film and entertainment industry, working on TV, films, multiple jobs, and then after about 6.5 years, and meeting my wife, of course, we decided to move back to Ohio, and so we brought that experience with us.
If you're really looking for that quality and people that have worked in the film industry, and obviously we know that, you can really bring a different look to stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, there's so much that you can do with natural light these days. The technology and the cameras makes that capable. And I think, our customers that we found aren't looking for a cookie cutter wedding video. What they want is something that is unique, it draws you in, it keeps your attention. And that's really what we specialize in, because we're trying to make like the most, what we call epic shots that we can make when we're at someone's wedding.
And what's the most unique proposal video you've done?
Yeah, absolutely. So we love doing surprise proposals. I would say the most unique one we've done has been in Austin, Texas recently. We did a scavenger hunt surprise proposal where we actually surprised the soon-to-be, fiance at her doorstep, camera in hand, and she started crying. And then we actually followed her all around the city where she picked up clues from her soon-to-be fiance. And then her fiance, soon-to-be, was waiting at the restaurant and surprised her there with a ring. All our family and friends were there.
So Megan, where do we learn more about Best Day Ever Films?
You can check us out at bestdayeverfilms.com. We also advertise on The Knot as well, so you can check us out there.
Fantastic. Megan, thanks so much for being on the show.
So much.
Richard, thank you for being on the show. Appreciate it.
Well, if you're getting ready to plan a wedding but don't know where to begin, your first stop should be Columbus Bride and Groom. Jamie and Tammy explained how they can help you connect with the right professionals to help you create your dream wedding. So, Jamie, what exactly is Columbus Bride and Groom?
Well, Columbus Bride and Groom is the best local wedding resource that Columbus has to offer. We are considered matchmakers in the wedding industry, matching engaged couples to the perfect vendors. And those vendors are wedding professionals. We want to make sure we create a great wedding day team for them. And we do this in so many ways with Columbus Bride and Groom, and one of the ways is through our events.
So, Tammy, let's turn to you. What events do you offer?
We host an event twice a year called The Wedding Experience, and this is a bridal show that allows brides and grooms to come and experience their vendors firsthand. They're going to get dance lessons, they're going to hear music, they're going to have tons of food samples, cake samples, they're going to see beautiful gowns, inspiration, decor, all kinds of goodies, and again, we do that twice a year. We also host a bridal show in August called Bridal Wars, and this allows brides to come and compete with their bridesmaids for a chance to win up to $1,000. And then here at the Wedding Resource Center throughout the year, we host an event called the Savvy Bride Resale Market, and this allows former brides to come and sell their gently used wedding items to new brides, giving those new brides a chance to get some really great wedding decor at a really great price.
What other resources do you offer or do you do?
Well, we're standing here today in our Wedding Resource Center. So the Wedding Resource Center is kind of like a wedding library. Brides have described us as an online, like a in-person like Pinterest board. And basically, brides can come in and grooms, they can look at books, magazines, they can go through vendor portfolios. In those vendor portfolios, they might find discounts, they might find pricing ranges for the vendors, descriptions. great information on them, tons of inspiration in here. And the best part is it's free.
So how can we find out more information about Columbus Bride and Groom?
Well, our website, www.columbusbrideandgroom.com. Our website has everything from ideas, inspiration. We have a vendor directory. Like Jamie said, you can download the coupon book. We have upcoming wedding events. And then on our social media, we have a page where brides can sell their wedding items to other brides as well. So you can do all of that online.
Outfitting your wedding party or getting yourself ready for that special event is finally simple. The Black Tux is the first suit and tuxedo rental that doesn't feel or fit like one. They design and manufacture the highest quality suits and tuxedos on the rental market, with exceptional fit, all online and delivered right to your door. The convenience of having the suit delivered directly is unparalleled, and the Black Tux provides world-class customer service the whole way through. They offer solutions for individuals attending events as well as the perfect worry-free wedding rental experience. The Black Tux offers both classic and modern slim fits in several different styles, including the popular Midnight Blue. Made 100% from Italian merino wool, the suits and tuxes from the Black Tux would retail from $1,000 to $2,000, but can be rented for as little as $95 to around $200, depending on your look and accessories included in your order. Worried about the fit of your tux? The Black Tux guarantees that your fit will be perfect. They have developed a proprietary fit algorithm using data from thousands of orders since the company's inception that helps pick the right sizes for the customer, even if the customer does not know their size. If something doesn't fit properly, you don't need to send it back right away. The Black Tux will send your replacements first, and then you can send everything back after the event takes place. A true no-stress solution. To learn more about the Black Tux or to get a rental started today, simply visit their website at theblacktux.com.
The historic Granville Inn is the perfect spot for your wedding or event. Not only do you have a beautiful place where you can have your ceremony, also you can have your reception and a place to stay for you and your guests. Janet told us about the many amenities and packages that you can enjoy when you have your event at the Granville Inn. So Jana, what sets the Granville Inn apart for other places to have your wedding, besides how beautiful it is?
Absolutely. So the Granville Inn is the ideal wedding location with the combination of the historic charm and the modern day amenities, from having your ceremony, reception, the whole picture here. The inn truly sets an incredible scene for an unforgettable day. Not to mention, it can be considered the ultimate destination location with the overnight accommodations that we have.
Yeah, I mean, you just mentioned you can actually have your ceremony here. Where would you have that?
So we have a few different locations, including our Dennison Hall, our front lawn, and our beautifully renovated courtyard, all of which can accommodate approximately 130 guests.
Wow, now we're standing here in, tell me where.
This is going to be our carriage house, which is connected right to our courtyard. A beautiful space that was actually 91 years of storage. So after renovation, it's now this gorgeous banquet space that we can utilize indoor-outdoor accommodations.
So what other accommodations do you have for weddings?
So for weddings, we not only have the ceremony, reception, cocktail hour locations, we have the overnight accommodations for guests that are optional, of course, but just truly make for a wonderful getaway weekend. And we have an inclusive wedding package, as well as catering menus that we're able to utilize for rehearsal dinners and brunches.
Well, I can't think of a better thing to do than have the wedding here and stay here. It's lovely. So how can we find out more information about booking a wedding here?
Wonderful. So you can go on our website, www.granvilleinn.com. Under our wedding segment, you can see a beautiful videography clip that shows a wedding at the inn, as well as contacting me directly at sales, SALES, at granvilleinn.com.
Your wedding day is full of firsts, and we spoke with Daniel Tackett at Fred Astaire Dance Studio, Columbus Northwest, and he told us about how he can ensure that your first dance is as breathtaking as your first kiss. Daniel, thank you so much for coming back on the show. We are always happy to come to the Fred Astaire Dance Studio, Columbus Northwest. This is our bridal show. How do couples use Fred Astaire to plan their wedding first dance?
Well, the first thing we recommend is if they have music, bring it with them. If they don't have music, still come in as soon as you figure out that you want to do dance lessons. Don't wait. The longer you wait, the harder it's going to be on your wedding day. So you should learn it ahead of time and practice it in the meantime.
So couples that are kind of intimidated by the process, or guys might need a little convincing, how do you guys work with that?
It's very simple. If they've ever played any kind of sport, any athletics, if they're into games of strategy, this actually suits them very well. It's the same thing. You train your body. We're going to teach you how to train your body to dance with a partner.
The bridal planning process can be very time consuming, it can be very stressful, and you have a really great approach to how this can fit into that process.
Oh, absolutely. If they start ahead of time, this gives them something to do together as a couple, away from work, away from their part-time job of planning a wedding, and come in here and have some stress relief. We have couples that come in and practice even when they're not on a lesson, because you don't usually have this much floor space at home to dance on.
And I know you said a lot of your couples continue to take dance even after their wedding day, so they really find that this brings them together and is a great, partnership activity for them.
Oh, definitely. One of the things we like to tell couples all the time, you don't want to just come in and take lessons so you can dance at your wedding. You should take lessons so you can dance through your marriage. It's a lifetime skill.
And I know you have some great packages that you offer, especially for couples and their bridal parties even, so give us some information about that.
Absolutely. We've got packages, we customize them for what the couple wants. Some people just want to get out and feel comfortable walking in front of people. Some want a completely choreographed routine. We also do private parties for the bridal party if they'd like to do that.
So if someone wants to contact you and see how Fred Astaire can help them on their special day, give us some contact info.
Well, it's easy. You can call us at 614-459-8079. You can check us out online. Just go to fredastaire-columbusnw.com, or you can swing by at any time. We're right here off of Bethel Road in Kenny.
Well, if you're looking for an absolutely breathtakingly gorgeous place to hold your wedding and reception, we certainly found it's called the Beverly Mansion. It's about a half hour north of the Polaris Mall. We had an opportunity to talk to Mary Ferraro about what you're going to find here. Tell us a little bit of the history of this, because I thought that was pretty interesting.
Well, it was built in 1914, and the man who built its name was Plimpton Beverly Chase, and he built this just as a summer home for him and his family. There have been 5 owners, and all of us have done everything we can to keep everything historically correct.
So what led you into actually doing weddings?
Well, my husband and I have owned this for 27 years, and we raised our family here. And when they grew up and left us, we were thinking about selling it. And then my daughter-in-law and son got married here, and I looked at my husband and I said, oh, we're not going to sell. I think that this would be a beautiful place to have weddings.
Well, let's talk a little bit about what brides are going to find here and why this is a great place to have your wedding here.
Well, we're a little bit different than other venues like this in that we give people 6 hours the day before the wedding to come in and decorate and to have a rehearsal. And then they get 12 hours on the day of their wedding so that the bride can come and have her hair and makeup done here. They can change for their wedding. They can have their ceremony as well as their reception here and do everything all at once. We also let them use whatever caterer they want. People have different budgets that they need to work with, and that's one way that they can adjust the budget the way that they want. And some people have preferences with caterers, so we let them choose their own.
I know you've got a lake that surrounds this, and just how many people can you hold, those kinds of things?
Okay, so inside we can have up to 150. We can have the ceremony inside as well as the reception and dancing. We can have up to 300 people outside, and that usually is a combination of using a tent and then using the inside for maybe a cocktail party while pictures are being taken or that type of thing.
Tell us how we get more information and actually can see what the place is all about.
Well, we have a website. It's thebeverlymansion.com, and they can see pictures of the wedding, and they can contact me through there, or they can phone. The phone number is 419-768-3010.
Well, finding that perfect dress for your special occasion is one of the best parts of the experience. And Jillian's Formal Wear has been helping women find their perfect one-of-a-kind gown for over 12 years. Jill and Gail told us about how much care they take with each customer and how they can help each person find their own unique style. So Jill, let's start with you. What exactly does formal wear pertain to here at Jillian's?
Formal wear starts with our high school girls. When they come in and they're looking for a homecoming dress at the beginning of the school year, we help them find the right dress for that occasion, as well as sweetheart dresses, and also prom. And this is our prime prom season right now. Then their dates can come in and find a formal tuxedo to match up to their formal apparel for the dances. Then our other segment is bridal. And with our bridal parties, we can start with the bride's gown and help her find the perfect gown for the day, as well as all of her accessories. And then we also help them pick out the perfect bridesmaid's dress for their party, as well as dresses for mother of the bride and groom, and even the grandmothers of the bride and groom.
How do you stay on the cutting edge of fashion? I mean, with everything out there, how do you guys do it? And really, what sets you apart here?
We actually travel to all the different markets, and that's where we see the new fashions for the next year. We also stay abreast of all the fashion wear through, of course, like everyone, social media, magazines, looking at our designers and what they're putting out. We go to the markets. We actually handpick every single dress that we have in this store. We have always had a niche in our store that we are the person to come to if you want that special dress that not 10 other girls have. So that's where we set ourselves apart. Also with our bridal, we have a lot of bridal dresses on our floor, but you will not find two of the same one. So the girls can come in, look at every style, every color. Our top designer that we carry right now is David Tutera. We actually met with him in Chicago the year that he brought out his dresses. So we feel very fortunate that we're able to go to these markets all over the country and bring back the fashion to Zanesville.
Well, Gail, how can we find out more information? Because I know women are going to want to come out here and see these gorgeous dresses.
Well, we are located at 3935 North Point Drive here in Zanesville. Of course, they can always give us a call. We can give them the directions to get here. We have a website, jilliansformalwear.com. We also have a Facebook page, Jillian's Formal Wear. We have Twitter, we have Instagram, all the social media that you need. You just need to type in Jillian's Formal Wear and you're going to find us.
We'll take your celebration from ordinary to extraordinary. The Cakesmith can certainly get you ready for that special day with some incredibly delicious wedding cake. We talked to Erin and learn more. Well, Erin, welcome to the show. Good to have you and the Cakesmith on.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So tell us a little bit about how you got started doing wedding cakes.
I've been doing cake decorating for about 15 or 16 years. Just did it as a hobby, and always had support from friends and family encouraging me to start a business, but it was never really feasible at the time. And then just a couple years ago, things started to fall into place, and I found myself in a situation where I was able to leave my full-time job and devote my time to starting the Cakesmith.
Well, Erin, what kind of cakes do you specialize in for wedding?
I specialize in the traditional stacked buttercream cake. There are a lot of variety of decorations and things you can do with that. I also like to do themed wedding cakes, so something that represents the couple. And then I also provide groom's cakes. So that's just a little something extra for the groom, something specific to him.
So Erin, what kind of services can the bride and groom expect?
From the Cakesmith, the bride and groom will get personalized service. I have very flexible hours, so I can work with any type of work schedule, and I try to be as accommodating as possible. I also bake the cakes fresh, so they are guaranteed a delicious cake. So it will come out looking fantastic and be exactly what they expected for their wedding day.
Yeah, that's so important. Erin, give us all your contact information so people can get a hold of you.
I'm Erin Gathergood, and my phone number is 614-648-4272. I can be reached by phone or text.
Do you have a website?
I do. It's www.cakesmithcakes.com.
Erin, thanks so much for being on the show. Sounds like some pretty good cakes coming out of your oven.
Thank you very much.
Every bride wants to bring her own unique individual style to her wedding. And with Serendipity Occasions, they can help you customize your wedding right down to the smallest of details. Nicole told us just how easy the process is to customize your wedding. So Nicole, thank you so much for joining us today. I have to say, this work that you do is beautiful. Tell us exactly what Serendipity Occasions does.
Well, I'm a boutique flower and event designer, so I only do weddings and events. I keep it really small. That way I can give the brides the best possible price and the most attention to detail in their day and their event that I have to give.
So do you have your own venue or do you go to different venues? How exactly does this work?
Well, I go to any venue that anybody needs. So anywhere that there is an outside vendor allowed, I will go. anywhere within the state. So house
Fantastic.
flowers will travel.
I've noticed that you've done different themes kind of on the tables, and I have to say the place settings are gorgeous.
Yes, those were loaned to me from Z Gallery to kind of showcase all sorts of different looks that you can have within. And sometimes it's nothing more than, you really like this place setting, I can design a wedding around it. I've designed weddings around and events around a piece of fabric or some different things like, oh, I found this vase on vacation. So anywhere or anything you have for inspiration, bring it to me and we'll design the event around it.
Wonderful. So what's the process if you were a bride or groom or even wanting to have an event of any sort? What's the process to get to doing this?
Well, contact me. Let me know kind of what you're thinking, what your looks are. I always tell brides, if you have a pin board, bring it to me. Let me see what your style is, what you like the most. So when I do it, I want everything to feel like this is my dream. That's not a package. So you're not choosing from package A, B, or C. You're getting, let me completely customize everything we're doing.
Well, how can we find out more information so we can have you come out and design our event?
You can go to serendipityooccasions.com. I'm also on Facebook, and my number is 614-620-1185.
Nicole, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, having the right DJ and the right entertainment at your wedding is everything. Something that your guests will remember for a long time. We had an opportunity to talk to Jermaine Mendoza about Destiny Entertainment, and they have it all. Tell us a little bit about your business and what makes you unique.
Well, we are a DJ business, but we also offer a lot more as far as the photo booth, which you'll see a little bit later. Uplighting, give that room some nice ambiance. Monograms, as well as dance lights, ceremony system, extra speakers. So there's kind of like a one-stop shopping when you kind of come see Destiny Entertainment.
That wedding experience, right?
Wedding experience.
So what got you into this business?
Music. I loved music. I started out as a DJ and been to different weddings, seen a lot of DJs, and was like, really? And said, I put my money where my mouth was. So I went out and I started with a DJ company called Columbus Pro DJs, and it kind of took off from there.
Well, let's talk about the photo booth, because why would someone rent one of those?
The photo booth is great, and the reason why people would rent it is to give their guests something to do when they're out taking pictures. But it's just something neat to do. Weddings, not for anything, can get a little boring at times. Yep. So photo booth adds a nice, spice to a wedding, just for the simple fact that people can go and have fun. And I mean, that's the whole purpose of the photo booth, is to have fun, but also it's a nice souvenir at the end of the night when you go back and you take a look at all your pictures and everything, and you see all the fun that you had with all your friends and family.
Well, how far in advance should we book you, and how do we get a hold of you?
A lot of people are booking me a year out. Sometimes I've had it a year and a half out. It just depends on how comfortable people feel. But the sooner you know, hey, here's my date, probably the best thing to do is get out there and give me a call at 614-378-2936 and get me booked right away.
Check you out on the web?
Absolutely. If you go to www.destinyet.com, you can go on and just see everything that I do offer there as well.
The perfect gown is so important for the big day. We found a place that can not only help you find the perfect gown and accessory, but also save you lots of time and money. Lindsay from Lux Redux Bridal told us how you can find your perfect gown on their website before coming to try it on. So what are some of the misconceptions that a bride might have coming here?
So we actually recently changed our tagline. It was resell, relove, relux, which we thought was really cute, but we found that one of the misconceptions brides were having was that the dresses had been worn before, and that's definitely not the norm in our boutique. I would say 98 to 99% of the dresses are actually samples that we get from other high-end boutiques like my other store, Le Jeune Marie, around the country, really. So none of these have actually been walked down the aisle or worn by a bride.
So what's the process? Do they need an appointment? Can you just stop in here? How does that work?
So So Lux Redux here in Columbus is pretty special. We have one dressing room, so when a bride does make an appointment, and they can do so via our website or by calling our phone number, Ashley and Nicole literally shut the boutique down for the bride. So it's a really special experience. It's unlike a lot of the other boutiques where you may be standing 5 feet away from another bride.
Fantastic. So what do you see in your future here for Lux Redux?
Well, we recently expanded and have a second boutique down in Cincinnati, down in the big Reading Bridal District. So we're excited about that, and that's going well. We also have a pretty sophisticated e-commerce online system where we have a feature called Lux in a Box. And what that allows is if we have a bride in California, and it's definitely happened, where they will find from Googling their dream dress and obviously can't make it to Columbus or Cincinnati to try it on, they can actually reach out to the girls here at the boutique, pay $50, and we will send them their top 3 dresses that they see online.
All right, tell us how we can find out more information.
Well, you can definitely give us a call at our phone number at 614-787-2930, but we would love for you to visit our website, which we did just revamp, and it's luxreduxbridal.com.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Well, if you're looking for that perfect gift for your special someone, why not give him the gift of yourself through photography? Janine told us how she tries to make each of her clients feel comfortable and sexy during their session. So Janine, tell us about Winks Boudoir by Peters.
Winks Boudoir is a vision that I had about wanting to make any age woman feel beautiful, and through my photography. So it could be anywhere from, I call it a little sexy, a little conservative, to even wearing a slouchy sweater. And I have a variety of different sessions that include professional makeup, coffee table books, a variety of different outfits, and I like to make them feel beautiful.
This is the kind of thing that maybe a woman could feel a little uncomfortable with if she's not, comfortable in front of a camera, especially doing a boudoir photo.
Right. One big thing for us is we are a 100% female photography studio. Your makeup artist is a female. Your photographer, which is myself, is a female. If I have an assistant, she's a female. I do all of the retouching, your editing, to putting your coffee table book together. And I like to say that your man's eyes are the first man that's going to see them.
That's really nice. Now, who decides to do this, and why do women want to do this?
I have had a huge range of ages of ladies, from the newlyweds wanting to do them as a gift for their husband on their wedding night, to a 60-year-old woman. So there's really no specific age of a woman that would do it. I'd say it's for everyone.
This would really make a unique gift for somebody special in your life.
It does. This is a perfect gift for any occasion, from getting married, giving it as a honeymoon gift, to maybe your 30th birthday, to your 50th. And a lot of times when I do these sessions for ladies, they have it as a gift in mind. But when it comes right around, they always tell me, testimony after testimony, that it was more of a gift to them than their loved one.
Well, how can we find out more information about Winks Boudoir by Peters?
You can go to our website, petersphotography.com, or we have a new mobile site, which you text Winks to 40691. And the mobile site actually has a lot more of our photography on it. So you can see slouchy sweater sessions, to our Winks sessions that are done at our loft studio, to a slouchy sweater session. So you're going to see a variety of conservative to a little more sexy on that site.